Hello, my darlings. Welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time, I am your lady TGA. A lot of you sent me DMs, telling me about the thing that is happening in the Nigerian media space, social media space. Of course, I'm very much aware. I wasn't going to address this issue until a friend called me and told me I should just check my social media handles that there is more coming out about the issue. The issue is no other than the infidelity saga in the Nigerian media space. What I have to say about this is that we should train our sons and our daughters. We should train our sons and our daughters to do better, to learn to treat people the way they want to be treated. See, it's no brainer. If you know that you don't want to be cheated on, why do you cheat on the other person? Like you are putting someone through emotional trauma, mental, mental disarray, and then it's something you can't handle. So why do you put someone through that same stuff and expect the person to carry on like it's okay, like it's normal? My advice would be like that you marry the right person. Who is the right person? Someone who is kind, someone who is considerate, someone with emotional intelligence to know that if I don't want you to do this to me, regardless of the fact that you are there or you're not there, that I wouldn't do the same to you. This is very important. People who are emotionally intelligent, they know better than to do to others what they don't want others to do to them. So it's very important that you make the right choice and you choose your kind. You know, we don't get to choose our families, but our spouses are the ones that we have the power to choose who our spouse is. These spouses are the ones that we have the power to choose who comes into our family or who we accept into our family. So why don't you like be intentional and make the right choice? Because that's the when you look at it, that's the best gift you can give to your children. That's the best gift you can give to your children, because when a man or a woman is not loved properly, then how do you think the kids will turn out at the end of the day? Like, just marry a kind person. I cannot overemphasize this. Marry a kind person. Marry somebody who has empathy. Marry somebody with emotional intelligence. And then, like, there are a lot of things, like half of your problems will be solved, because that person knows if you are there, you're not there, behind you, in front of you. The person knows the person has no business with the opposite spouse. The person knows the person has no business with the opposite sex, because at the end of the day, what keeps a marriage is emotional safety, emotional stability. It's not just about the money. It's deeper than that. And something that baffles me is this, right? You marry, intentionally marry someone because you want a friend, you want a companion. Then you go out, you decide to make others your companion, you decide to make others your friend, and your spouse is at home, not being tended to, not being cared for emotionally, and like you give the best part of your life to the person outside, yet you expect the one inside to, like, I don't know, you water someone's garden and then you neglect your garden and you expect like a miracle. I don't know. See, one thing I know is that people are waking up. People are waking up to the injustice, and they are beginning to say, you know, enough is enough of all this bullshit, or enough is enough of all this crap, right? And that what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And so be intentional. Don't because see, you can start something, but you can't determine how it's gonna end. You can't determine the other person's reaction. Even someone who have been receiving your bad behavior, there comes a time when the person says enough is enough, and this has to stop. And sometimes people don't say anything anymore. They just go ahead and let you know that enough is enough. So don't think you've known your partner so much that the person can be taken for granted. You've known your partner so much that the person can be taken for granted, and then you treat the person anyhow just because the person in the past the person has taken all that you've thrown to the person, and you don't understand that, just like what happened, that um, there comes a time when the person would say enough. What am I saying in all of this? Be kind, be intentional, be considerate. Don't do to others what you don't want others to do to you. Marriage is a sacred institution. It's not an institution where you enter and it's not an institution where you enter, you play hide and seek, or where you say your phone is private, but your private part is not private. It's literally out there in the public doing what it ought not to do. What do I say? I wish you the best. Be kind. Marry a kind partner. Marry a kind partner. And if you're still married, think about your actions and how it may be affecting your partner, or if that's the way you want to be treated. But as always, I wish you the very best that this life has to offer.